of all, good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for attending this session today. My name is Abhishek Kumar, and I'm the trainer for this training batch. Let me share my screen. All right. So hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
All right. So thank you very much, everyone. And let me admit some more candidates who are in the meeting room. Yeah. So welcome to the TrioTech Software Training Program team. My name is Abhishek Kumar, and I'm Oracle Cloud Certified Trainer. Uh, Let me start the presentation here. So a quick introduction about myself. I'm an Oracle Certified Implementation Consultant. I have 12 plus years experience in Oracle consulting, and I have worked in almost like 10 plus end-to-end implementation and support projects of Oracle Fusion Financials. And I have worked across multiple legislation of like various companies. I worked in US, UK, Middle East, Singapore, Australia, etc. And as of date, I have like delivered 12, 13 plus training programs also. And I've worked with different organizations like Deloitte, Oracle, EY, PwC. So that's a quick introduction about myself. Now, some of the do's and don'ts in this meeting. So some quick suggestions here. So first of all, this meeting is being recorded, and all the recordings of these sessions will be available to all the students who have enrolled this training program. So basically, what we have, like we have it here uh, a panel where you can once you have enrolled, you'll be getting the access of the panel, and where you can access all the recordings, not only the demo sessions but also the upcoming sessions. So once you enroll in this training program, then you'll be shared with the credentials, and from there you can access the meeting recordings. My request here is so you're requested to keep yourself on mute during the session so that I can deliver the content of this. I can deliver the agenda of this meeting, and any questions regarding this training program. So feel free to ask the questions. So if you want to put it in chat, we are okay to accommodate the same in the chat. And also at the same time, like if you want to have any kind of discussion, so we'll be having a dedicated question and answer round at the end of this session where you can directly speak, unmute yourself and speak your questions. So that is also one of the options. And then along with that, our admin team is also there in the meeting. So yeah, feel free to reach over the chat. And if you have any queries, feel free to post the same in the chat. Right. And during the meeting, our admin team will be reaching you guys out regarding this training program, regarding the enrollment details and all. They'll be sharing with you guys. So yeah, feel free to respond to them. Right. Now, a quick view on the agenda of today's meeting. So, what we are going to cover in today's meeting. So, first is the introduction of the ERP. So, basically, we'll understand why we are here, what is the training program is for, and so basically, it's for an ERP uh, platform which is known as Oracle Fusion Financial. So, we'll first understand what is the concept of ERP right here. Then we'll move to the next one. So, just give me a second. I'll open the pointer here. Yeah. Then we'll move to the next part, which is the Fusion application. So this training program is regarding the Oracle Fusion application. So we'll understand what is the Fusion application, what is the software is all about, and why it is covered here, and how what are the aspects which are covered here as a part of this training. Right. We'll also see what are the companies in. Right. So basically, when we talk about the software, so the basic understanding that we need as a team is like, you know who all are the companies who has developed the software, who all are the actual users who are going to use this software, right? Right. So that is something we'll understand here, and then we'll talk about the further topics, which is like Oracle Fusion environment release, application framework, and the modules which are covered in this training course. So as and when we cover this, we'll talk about these individual topics, right? So first thing, I'll just move back to my first slide, which is here where we have mentioned the name of the training program and all. So if on the right hand side, you might have noticed this is something which is called no coding required. So the normal convention or in the mind of the students is like, when it is about the software, first thing is like uh, codings, right? Do you need the understanding of codings while having a training of this software? The answer is no. This is a no coding software, so no coding requirement is there, and no knowledge on the coding side is required. So if someone do have that's a good thing. But if someone doesn't have, also can learn about this software, can have a training on this software, right? So first thing, no coding required, and then we can easily understand how the software works and what are the different aspects of this software, right? So that will lead me to understand. So now let me move back to my first slide, which is what is an ERP, right? So we'll start from here. So what is an ERP team? An ERP, as the names stands for, which is like enterprise resource planning. So here I'll give you a brief like how it started. So basically, what happened is like uh, big organizations, or the business organization, they might have different processes, right? So if you see here, different processes can be like there can be an organization who's involved in production, right? Production of some goods or raw materials, right? And then once the goods are produced, then inventory of the same has to be maintained, right? So there can be two types of inventory. One is like, whatever the goods that are being produced, so raw materials which are acquired for those uh, production, so same has to be maintained as an inventory. And at the same time, whatever is being produced, the final goods, the inventory of the same has to be produced, right? Or it can be a service oriented enterprise where which it provides service, right? Now at the same time, when the organization runs, there are so the human resources are required to run the organization, right? So what are those human resources? The human resources, I mean to say, the employees team, right? The employees are there who actually run the organization, or who actually perform all the processes, right? So there has to be a way where all the employee related data or employee related processes can be maintained. So employee related data means that details about the employees, who all are the employees, their registration details and everything when they have joined, and also at the same time their payroll related details, correct? So, right, so those kind of details has to be maintained. Now, before, how it was used to be done, it was used to be done manually, but nowadays, like, it's the dynamic business environment, right? The the quantum of data we are talking about is huge, right? So cannot is it's not manually possible to maintain all this. So dedicated softwares are required, right, for that. Same way, any kind of purchasing is being made, right? So let's say once the product in order to do the production, right, you're acquiring the goods and services, right? So the procurement of the same has to be done, correct? Then sales, right, whatever the final goods are being produced, the sale of the same has to be done and has to be recorded somewhere. And right, and at the same time, when we do the sales, we do the procurement, so all these are accounting events, right? All these are accounting things, and so financial aspects of the same has to be covered, right? Financial aspect, your tax related aspect, your reporting related aspect, correct? So before, what used to happen, like, individual softwares were there in the market, right? Which the individual software, once one of the software which was used for dealing in production in related activities, other software related to inventory related activities. Then same, there was some software which was only there for financial related activity. And with the increase in the dynamism of the businesses, it really become impossible to procure that many softwares, and then you maintain all the things in the individual softwares, right? So the requirement came was like there should be a dedicated software who can perform all these activities, or who can overall cover all the business related processes, right? So there the concept of enterprise resource planning came into picture, where softwares were developed keeping in mind the global business practices and the all the related business processes, where one software was developed, and in one software there were multiple modules, or multiple areas which could handle these many activities, correct? So that is the overall concept of the ERP, where it's a kind of business process management software. So as I mentioned, so that manages and integrates the company financial, supply chain, operation, commerce, reporting, manufacturing, and human resources activity. So basically, all the business areas which are there, or we call it as business processes which are there in the organization, right? So the one software which is capable of maintaining all this activities team is the ERP thing, correct? So I hope you understand now that what is an ERP, what is the concept of ERP, right? Now, there are a few examples here, right? The companies who are actually implementing the ERPs, or who are providing the ERP applications or ERP softwares. So some of the examples here are Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, right, Sage. So these are different platforms or different organizations which are available in the market, who have their own ERP, and who are providing it in the market, right? Now, the one which we are going to talk, or the one for which this training program is being done, is this one, which is Oracle. Okay, so we'll be uh, so the training program has been designed around with the Oracle product, and we'll be talking about the Oracle product. The name of the product is Oracle Fusion. All right. Now, as I mentioned, the name of the product is Oracle Fusion Team. Now, what is an Oracle Fusion Team? So, Oracle is the company who has developed an ERP program or ERP software. So, name of the software is Oracle Fusion. Correct. So here, if you see the evaluation of Fusion, right? So before the introduction of Fusion, there were some other softwares in the market, or there were some other software which were developed by Oracle. And then in the year 2006, 2006, what Oracle did, uh, considering the global business requirement across the globe, and considering the need of an ERP software which can be run on cloud. Cloud means the online version, or the software which can be run over the internet, right? So just one quick example, so which will be help you to understand the concept of cloud. So nowadays what happens, like everything is on cloud, right? The mobile applications that you use, so all the applications, and so you need not to maintain that, just you need an internet to access those applications, right? Same with the e-commerce website that you're using, or the social media websites that you're using. Everything is on cloud. So there is no need of the end user or the consumers to maintain those applications. Just they need to access the application, enter their credentials, and all the features will be available. Right. So that's the concept of cloud, where the applications or the softwares are hosted on the internet, and then once the user who's having a valid credential means the login ID and password, will be able to enter the credential and will be able to use the application, and then you can make some kind of configurations or setups as per your requirement. Correct. So here it is mentioned like how it involved. So basically, before 2006, there were multiple different products which are available in the market, right? So here, if you can see e-business suite, right? So e-business suite is one of the product from the Oracle, which is developed by Oracle, and this product was made for dealing in financial modules. Financial modules mean financial areas, your recording of the financial transaction, taxation, and all, right? Then there was one of the product which was available in the market, which was PeopleSoft Enterprise, right? And PeopleSoft Enterprise, it was an expertise. It had an expertise in the human resource management, like employee related data and all was maintained here. Then there was a product called JD Advanced Enterprise, which were expert in Oracle procurement and financial related aspects, right? Similarly, Siebel, which were there in maintaining the customer related activities, right? So what happened, like in 2007, in 2007, Oracle acquired all these companies, which were market leader at that point of time, and then combined their all the top functionalities and integrated into one application, and the name of the application was Oracle Fusion. So this is how the Oracle Fusion application evolved, where uh, Oracle acquired all the top market leaders which were dealing in different subject areas and combined into one application, which is Oracle Fusion. So now the application is able to provide all the solutions, including HRMS, Fusion, financials, procurement, reporting, financial, now, and CRM. Correct. So that's how the product involved. So now I hope you got that concept, where we understand like what is an ERP, who has developed this ERP. Oracle is the name of the company who has developed this software or the application. So it's a US based company, right? So they have developed their software. Name is Oracle Fusion. And it's a ERP software which is capable of providing enterprise-wide. Enterprise means business-wide solutions of different subject areas like financials, supply chain, HRM, etc. Correct. Now, some information about the launching of this, where it was, when and where it was launched. So it was actually launched in 2010. So the acquisition and all made in 2006, and then in 2010 they came up with an application called Oracle Fusion. So in September 2010, the application got launched, and then it was made available to the public. Public means it was introduced in the market for so that different organization can subscribe in 2011. Correct. Now, it's a combination of various features and functionality of the best ERP platform available at that point of time, right? So, as I mentioned, eBusiness Suite, JD Edwards, these were different platforms which are available in the market, PeopleSoft and Siebel. So, it combined all the features integrated into one application. Integration means all the features were combined and one application was developed for all this. Name of the application was Oracle Fusion. Okay. Now, team, what the application, how it works, as I mentioned, it works on a cloud platform. So just you need the user ID and password. No need to install anything in your system to access this application. Just a user ID and password will be required, right? And the URL, definitely, just like we have the URL of the e-commerce website or the social media platforms where you need to enter the URL. Same way, it also has a URL that you need to enter, and then this will work with the credentials. Okay, all right. Let me move to the next part. Now, let me give you an understanding of the Oracle Fusion team. So, what is an Oracle Fusion? So, name of the product is Oracle Fusion. Now, if we move a step ahead in Oracle Fusion, so what it is, how it works, and right. So, first, this is an application which is built on open standard based platform. So basically, there were different multiple standards which were available in the market, multiple platforms which were available in the market. So combining those platforms, the application was developed. So it's an open standard based platform, correct? Now, built on best business practices. So as I mentioned, so at that point of time, what are the best business practices which are available? So whoever is best in financial, that was combined. Who is best in human resource management was combined. What application which is best in the supply chain management was combined, right? So it all together, it was combined in Oracle Fusion, and the deployment was done. So deployment is cloud. So it was a cloud-based deployment, so that users can easily access the application. They can easily utilize the application. Correct. Now, here, I want to pay a little attention here. So, Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP is a complete set of modern and cloud ERP suite that provides your team with an advanced capabilities. Okay, so this is something very important. So, it provides you the advanced capabilities. Now, advanced capabilities in terms of managing your business processes. All right. So, there are nowadays what happens, like there are complex business processes which are in line with the global business practices, right? Before, how it used to be done, every business used to have their own practices, their own processes. But now, due to globalization, the requirement to become more complex, and more standard processes are being introduced across the globe. Correct. So if you see, uh, companies who are working in US, or companies who are working in US, and then big companies who are working in India. So now you'll see, almost the business standards are same. The business practices now they're following is in line, right? So that they can have the common business practices or the globally accepted business practices or the best business practices across the globe. So these standards are pretty much complex to follow, right? Or these processes are pretty much complex to maintain, right? So in order to maintain those, ERP application is introduced where it provides team who's actually using the application and advanced capabilities of maintaining their business processes. Now, here nowadays, you might have heard the terminology is AI, right? Now, AI is also a part of the business process, right? AI is now it's being introduced in its full capacity, right? So now there's need that came as like every application or software application should also be compatible with AI, right? So in order to meet that requirements, the application itself there is being upgraded, or it's being aligned with the AI functionalities or AI capabilities, so that all the processes which are pretty much manual at the current point of time can also be automated, right? So by using the functionalities of AI, right? So using this application, you'll also be able to see that yes, it has been integrated with the AI features, and in the coming days, whatever the new technology that is being introduced in the market, so the application also updates itself with that, right? So yeah, this is on the Oracle Cloud part. So what's the fusion and how it evolved and all, right? Now, next part, what are the companies involved? What are the industries involved? Correct. So one question that comes to mind here is like if we try to understand the overall step by step the process. So who has developed it? Oracle has developed it. It's a US based company. What they have developed an ERP based platform. Here, all the different business processes which are part of different subject areas are combined into one application. All right. What is the name of the application? The name of the application team is Oracle Fusion, right? Fusion or Oracle Fusion, or we can also call it as Oracle Fusion Cloud. Okay. Now, the next question that comes into mind, who are or what are the industries or which are the industries who actually use this product, correct, or actually use this software? So, as I mentioned here, all the different verticals I have mentioned or different industries I've tried to mention it here. So, all and the majority of these are the these are the different types of industry that we have. But along with that, if there's any new industry also, so that is also it's being supported by Oracle. So if you see the IT industry, very widely they use the Oracle product. The healthcare industry, healthcare means the hospitals, or you can see the insurance companies. They also widely use the Oracle products, right? Then hospitality, which is like hotels and all, right? Telecommunication services, right? Telecommunication services. So one example that I can give you as of now, like for example, in India, Airtel. We have Airtel. So Airtel also works on the Oracle Fusion Cloud, right? Then we have financial services where you have different banks who use the Oracle product or the Oracle ERP cloud. So example, HDFC Bank in one of the example, or AU Small Finance Bank is one of the example, recent example, right? Then shipping and logistic companies like Blue Dart or DHFL and all those, right? So those companies widely use this product, right? And some other industry. So anything which is not covered here, they also nowadays are using the Oracle ERP product. So other industry can be your retail sector, FMCG, and all those product, and including the government sectors. So now, so even like considering the wide variety of the business processes, even the government agencies do require the Oracle product for maintaining their business process. So they're also the industry as a part of the industry. This product is being introduced and being used by the different industries and companies. Okay, so this is one of the just for the information. So Gartner is one of the leader on the survey. So they basically perform the surveys and checks who are the leaders in the market on different subject areas. So they have performed the surveys where like who's the leading cloud technology provider in the market. So if you see so this was done in 2003 and 2000 sorry 2023, July 2023, and in the upcoming July 2024 again it will be published, right? So as it, and the market leader as of now is still Oracle, and then we have SAP, Microsoft, and all, right? So this is in terms of the Oracle, the cloud technology. So just like Oracle has the cloud ERP, other companies do have the cloud ERP. But when we talk about the who's the current market leader, so it's the Oracle who is the current market leader in terms of the cloud technology, because majority of the businesses who actually do have the ERP software requirements, so they are now trusting on Oracle, and they have implemented Oracle for for managing their business processes. All right. So just for the information here. Alrighty. So just a quick information here. So this the uh, so this is the contact number of our admin. So yeah, you can just take a note of this. If you so some of you might already have this number. So on this number you can reach out for any queries and any enrollment related queries. So you can directly reach out to this number. Right now here, let's continue with the topic. So I mentioned multiple times here, like what is a cloud? This is cloud-based technology and all, right? So it's deployed on cloud. So now the question again here is like uh, cloud has been introduced, let's say in 2011, right? So in 2011, cloud was introduced with this application, which means that this application was hosted on the internet, right? But what was before that? So before that, there was no application or nothing like that. So the answer is no. That before that, also the applications were there, but that was basically the on-premises application. Correct. Now here we have tried to provide you a difference of the on-premises versus cloud. So what is the difference, or what is the advantage, basically? Correct. So on-premises means something which is not available over the internet, but something which has to be configured out, which has to be installed in your system first, or in your premises first, or in your network first, right? So before, what was used to happen, there were on-premises applications which are available in the market, or which are even Oracle they did have their on-premises application. So how it used to work. So first, it works only on-premises, which means that, let's say, any of the company who has requested this software or who has implemented this software. Implementation means installing the software. So you can just in normal or in words, or you can in the layman language, you can run it this way. In configuration means installing the software. Correct. So it has to be installed on-premises. Right, and who actually can use the software? Only the company who has installed the software, no one else, right? And in that case, thus the company has to maintain all the software. The company used to have their own data center. So the answer was yes, right? So let's say it's a big organization who's working in multiple locations, correct? And it was an on-premises application. So they used to maintain it and install it almost in all the locations where they want to use the application, and they all the maintenance part used to be done by the company itself. Now, what was the disadvantage of this? So the most important or disadvantage of this is like maintenance itself. The maintenance cost was very high, correct? The company used to has to maintain that level of infrastructure where they can maintain this application, because these are not small applications. These are giant applications because they are taking care of all your business processes. So these are big applications. So a dedicated team used to be deployed, and they have to take care of all the maintenance part and all, right? But on the contrary, if we just compare it with the cloud model, right? So once we reach on the cloud, so who maintenance? So maintenance not by the individual company who's using it. Maintenance, all the maintenance part is taken care by the Oracle, right? Now, what is the advantage here, right? For a company, let's say, I'll talk about one of the company. Let's say Reliance. Reliance is using Oracle Cloud. And so, what is the advantage they are going to get if you're if you're there using Oracle Cloud product instead of the on-premises product? The advantage is all the maintenance will be done by the Oracle. So the maintenance cost will be shared upon among different organizations, right? So same product will be used by different organizations. Maintenance cost, infrastructure cost can be saved here. Whereas if the company is maintaining on their own, they'll have to uh, do all this cost will be uh, borne by the company, right? Whereas in cloud model, it's borne by the Oracle, right? And in here, what is the need? Do you need to install anything? No, nothing. Just you need the URL, your ID and password. You just need to subscribe the application. Once you get the subscription, then the user needs to get the ID and password, and then they'll be able to use the application. Correct. Now, installation. So in case of cloud, no installation is required. Here, in case of on-premise, installation is required. Right. And so now on the technical terms, this is more on the technical side, but just for the information I'm telling you. So here in case of cloud, it's more the platform that we call is software as a service. So when you subscribe the application, or when you get the licenses, that's the service that is known as software as a service or platform as a service. Whereas in case of on-premise, it was infrastructure as a service, where all the infrastructure and everything was to be maintained by the company itself. Now, if we closely compare the cloud and on-premises application, so on-premises, only the big business houses used to maintain it because the cost was high. Whereas in case of cloud, the cost is drastically uh, reduced. Now, which has enabled different companies, whether it's small size, medium size, or large size companies, all the companies to afford the software, right? So that's where the thing is, that's where the catch is, where nowadays you'll see a lot of companies who are actually using Oracle. Correct. So that's the reason, because the application is available on the cloud. Maintenance almost very minimum maintenance is required, because majority maintenance part is done by Oracle. Correct. You just have to carry your devices and user ID and password you should be having to access the application. So that's where nowadays majority of the organization or majority of the industries, they are more interested in the cloud platforms. They are using the cloud ERP software, and that's where it gives you an advantage, right? You means as a user, it gives you an advantage. Like more opportunities are available, more job opportunities are available, right? Because various organizations are using, so if someone would be implementing the softwares also. So opportunities are huge, right? Here we have huge opportunities in terms of the implementation consultants, right? Now, let me skip this for now. Yeah. So let's see this one. So just a quick screenshot of how the application looks like or what are the different subject areas. So as I mentioned, it's a combination of different subject areas or different processes, right? So here, if you see the human capital related business processes are listed here, the enterprise resource planning, like financial related, the reports related, procurement related, all these processes are listed here, right? Supply chain are listed here, the customer experience, industry solution, right? So what I'm trying to say here is as a part of single application, all the subject areas are available. Subject area means all these business processes are available, and that's the beauty of the software. Correct. Before it was different for different maintaining a different process area, different subject area means supply chain management. You before it was like you should be having a separate software for human capital management, separate software for the financials and all for the reporting, separate software. But now it's like after introduction of Oracle Fusion Cloud, only one single software is required where you can where it supports all the different business areas, right? And that's where uh, it is a kind of saving in the cost as well as it is kind of a revolution where it will all your business process will be maintained under one application. So that's a kind of revolution which was uh, there after the introduction of the Oracle Cloud, Fusion Cloud. Okay, so whatever we have this seen here, so just a representation of this scene. Now here what we have to understand as a if you look into the Fusion application. So if you break down the Fusion application, so there are different subject areas like financial management, human capital management, customer management, supply chain management, right? Now, these areas are also subdivided into different sub areas, correct? Here, if you see general ledger, accounts payable, asset management, and all, so these are different subject areas within the application or within the subject areas, financial management, human capital management, and all. Now, what these do, right? So let's say if you talk about the accounts payable. So in accounts payable, all your supplier related activities are maintained. Your supplier related invoicing, your supplier payments and all. Whereas in the accounts receivable, all your customer related activities are right. So what they have what Oracle has done, they have logically divided different processes into different areas, and these individual areas we call as modules, right? So under Fusion application, under financial, we have different modules. Under Fusion application, human capital management, we have different modules. Correct. So these are the different modules where different processes are listed out or different functionalities are listed out. So all your if I want to do any customer related transaction, accounts receivable, if I want to do any supplier related transaction, supplier payment or procurement of goods and services, so all this will so invoicing for these goods and services, those will be handled under accounts payable. Similarly, anything related to asset management. So organization do maintain their fixed assets. So asset related transaction will be done by under asset management, and any of your banking related transaction, right? So we have cash management routine where all your banking related transactions will be done. Now these different subject areas or sub areas are called as modules, right? So going forward, when we talk about the training under training, when we talk about the specific subject area, you'll hear this word a lot, like this module, that module, and all, right? So make in that case, I will be referring about these individual areas which will be supporting individual activities. Right now, here I'm talking from the Fusion application perspective, which means that from the application perspective, what are the different subject areas which are available? Right now, and let's now understand what we are going to cover as a part of this training. Correct. So where we will be concentrating. So our concentration as a part of this training will be on the financial side, right? We'll not be talking about these sides, which are the different subject areas, but this training is across this financial management thing, where you'll be having the different modules which are listed, and training will be provided across those. Now, so do we have only the modules which are listed here? So no, the answer is no. We have different modules which are available as a part of the financial suite. So here we have divided into two areas. One is the core financial modules and the other module. So if you see the core financial modules, so core financial modules means those modules are those areas which you will almost see almost in every project, right? So let's say if you're implementing this application, right? Implementing this, some company needs this application where you're implementing. So basically, these are the different modules or different subject areas that we'll see in almost in every application, every implementation, right? Apart from this, there are some other modules which may be there or may not be there depending upon the needs and requirements of the business. Right? So some of the business, they might be having tax as a part of their implementation. So in that case, tax module will be implemented. Or some of the business may have the intercompany where multiple companies are being implemented, or the software is being used by multiple companies. So in that case, intercompany module will be implemented. Right. So if you talk about the core modules, which are the core modules? Your general ledger, accounts payable, fixed asset, accounts receivable, cash management. So general ledger, where all your journal entries are done, right? This is general ledger. Although we'll be covering each and every module in detail, but as of now, if just a quick understanding of what is general ledger, where all the journal entries are made, because it's an accounting part. From the finance side, more accounting, you'll see more accounting related aspect, right? Apart from recording your business process, your accounting related processes will also be done in the financial modules. So accounting means journal entries. So your journal entries will be maintained in the general ledger module. Now, all your supply related transactions like invoicing against goods and services or payments of goods and services, all will be done by accounts in the accounts payable. Then you have fixed asset, where a fixed asset will be recorded, or fixed asset registers will be maintained, where all your fixed asset related to acquisition can be maintained. Depreciation calculation can be done, right? Then accounts receivable module, where all your customer related transactions, customer means the revenue related transactions. So if your company is selling of goods and service or providing any kind of services, then revenue has to be booked, right, against the customer. So all those kind of things will be done here. And even when we receive money from the customer, same will be recorded here on the accounts receivable. Then we have the cash management module, where basically all your bank related activities are done, which is like the reconciliation of your bank statement. So you might have heard a term called bank reconciliation statement, or reconciliation of the bank statement with the system, past with it, right? So all those bank related transactions will be done with the cash management. So these are the core modules, and the training program team that we have developed is will be will be covering these core modules, right? So all these core modules will be covered as a part of the training. Whereas these are the other modules, these are the additional modules which are there as a part of the oral financial suite. So yeah, might be you might have heard these terms, or you may come across these terminology, right? So these are the additional modules. But if we talk of the specific modules that will be covered here as a part of the training, yeah, these are the core modules which will be covered here. All right. Yeah, I think this is already covered here. Now, just a pictorial representation, right? So pictorial representation means how the different modules work. So if you see, these are the financial modules, like accounts payable, assets, accounts payable, cash management, receivables, advance collection, right? And as I mentioned, there is a module called general ledger, where all the general entries are stored, or general entries are done. Correct. So what happens, team? So fixed asset transactions are done in the asset module. Your supply related transactions are done in this payables module. But at the same time, the accounting of the same is generated, because at the end we are talking about from the finance side. We are more will be interested in the accounting, right? Apart from these processes, accounting is also a very important aspect of the finance module. So what happens, like individual for each of these individual modules, whatever the different financial transactions or accounting transactions which are created here, the accounting of same is generated and transferred to the general ledger. So in general ledger, you'll be able to see accounting entries related to different modules. At the same time, you'll also be able to do manual general entries directly in the general ledger, right? So this is the architecture that has been designed, the integrated architecture, where different modules are combined to the general ledger, and how the accounting is built. So this is more from the accounting point of view, like how the accounting gets generated and how the accounting gets stored, right? And on the basis of this accounting information only, you'll be able to generate different reports like balance sheets, your P&L, your cash flow statement. So all your financial statements and other related reports will be able to generate it on the basis of the general entries or the accounting information that is being generated as a part of the various business processes. Right. So that's clear. Yeah. Again, now, what are the modules that we are going to cover in this course is, so the most important one that we're going to cover, team, here is general ledger, right? So general ledger is the most important module. So we'll understand what is the general ledger, how it works, what is the overall structure, all the related concept related general ledger we'll try to cover, so that it gives you an understanding about this application. Application means the Oracle Fusion application, right? So going forward, once you have that level of understanding, then on the basis of that, you'll be able to get a job, right? Get a job where, team, that's also important. So get a job as an Oracle implementation consultant. So one of the areas Oracle implementation consultants, you can become a part of the implementation team where you yourself will be able to implement the softwares, right? Or you can become a part of the support team where existing application where this application or software which has already been implemented, now you can provide support in relation to that particular application, where or you can provide different solutions, or you can help the business to maintain this application, right? So that is also one of the aspects that can be covered here, right? So general ledger is some one area that will cover. Then we'll also cover the other modules, which is like accounts payable, accounts receivable, fixed asset, and cash management, right? So these are the things that we're going to cover. So yeah, as I was mentioning about the job profiles. So once you're done with this training, so what kind of job profiles you can expect? Because the most important, or the core objective of this training program at the end is like to secure two. There are two objectives. One is for the freshers. So many of you are freshers who are just college passed out, or you have just completed your graduation. So what are the job profiles that we can expect? So for one is for freshers, we can expect like uh, the roles of the Oracle functional consultant, technical consultant, or end user, where functional consultant, technical consultant means all the companies who are actually implementing Oracle, right? Or for so they can become a part of that team, so that when they're doing the where any company who's subscribing for Oracle or who want to go with Oracle, so they at that point of time they can become a part of the team and implement the software. So here let me give you a detail like how it works. Okay, so just give me a second. I'll open an Excel. I'll give you these complete hierarchy so that you have an understanding of who is going to implement and how implementation is being done and everything, right? So give me a second. I'll open an Excel. Right. Okay. So like if you're able to see my screens, Excel, so if someone can confirm, the Excel is visible.
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Who owns? uh, So who owns the application? There is a company called Oracle US, who owns the application, who has built the application. Okay. So this is here. Now, who use the application? Any business organization, right? Any of the business organization who actually want to maintain their business, or actually want to maintain their business processes in an ERP platform, right? So they can uh, go with the application, right? So this is how it is done. So this is done, they'll like on subscription mode, right? So business organization, what they'll do, they'll subscribe the application from whom? From Oracle, right? So once the application is subscribed, so is it like ready to use? The answer is no, right? You cannot just uh, have an application ready get it or you can not directly use it, right? So why we cannot directly use it? So let's say, for example, now you'll be able to understand here. So let's say Reliance has subscribed this application. Okay, now Reliance want to implement use this application, but when the application actually comes, so it will not have all the Reliance related processes configured, in it, right? So let's say Reliance Industry, it has a separate company, and Reliance Retail is a separate company. Then you have Geo Financial as a part of the group, a separate company, right? So will by default all these companies will configured in the application? The answer is no. This has to be configured. Their business processes have to be configured. So the overall framework of the application is already developed. It has already been configured. But apart from that, industry specific configurations is required to be done. Now, who is going to do that? Right? Is it like Oracle who's going to do that, or there's any other company who's going to do that? So the third thing which comes here is, let me also add one more row here, one more column here. So this is called vendor. This is called customer. And then the third thing which comes is implementation partner. So basically, what happens here now? Reliance want to implement this product, or you want to use this product. So who's going to implement this product? So implementation is done by the implementation partners. What are implementation partners team? So what Oracle has done? Oracle has developed the application. Then it has appointed various implementation partners across the globe. Who are implementation partners? Again, they are big organizations who are actually dealing in the implementation of the application. They know the in and out of the application. They know how to use the application, how to configure the application, how to deliver the application. All these things are very well known to the implementation partners. And also they have their own team who can actually understand the application, who can actually deliver the application, right? So some of the examples here is PwC, big business house, who is implementing. Yeah. Deloitte, EY. Okay, so these are some of the example. Few more is Techem, Wipro, uh, Oracle itself, right? So Oracle also has their own implementation company who implements. So these are some of the examples, right? So these are not the only restricted list. There are many more, right? Big business houses, or so it's like big companies, small size companies, medium size companies also are Oracle implementation partner. So who works across the industries, and then who implements the product. So what happens, like anytime Reliance wants to implement this product, they'll be first subscribing this product for future application from Oracle, and then at the same time they'll be requesting for an implementation partner. So different implementation partners are available in the market. They'll be selecting based on the different criteria and factors. They'll be selecting one of the implementation partners who actually implementing the application based on the requirements. Correct. So that's how the overall hierarchy works, right? Now, when we talk about the job opportunities, where we have the job opportunities, right? So, uh, first is as an end user, yes, you can be a part of the customer team where the company who has actually implemented the product or who's actually using the product. So you can become a part of that company where you'll be actually supporting these. Uh, Using this application or maintaining this application will be able to support that. Or you can also become a part of the implementation companies where you can learn how the implementation is done, and uh, then become a part of this company as a part of the implementation team, and then implement the product for different customers. All right, this is also one of the role that you can have here. Now, what you are going to achieve as a part of this training, correct? So as a part of this training, you'll be able to have your hands on the product in a way that you do understand that what is an implementation part, what is a support part, what is a testing part, right? So these are the different areas that you'll be able to understand, correct? And then different work profile you'll be able to get is like you can be part of implementation team, you can be part of support team, you can be a part of testing team, right? So already covered this part, right? Now, when we talk about this training program, correct? So what exactly we are going to cover? So is it like a theory-based training or a practical, right? Now, this is where the catch is. Unlike there are different training programs which are available in the market, so which are more on the theory side, where they'll discuss the key concept across the Oracle, and a little workshops are given so that you know how the instance or how the application looks and feel like. What we have done here is considering the current business requirement, or considering what is important in the current business environment. What we have done, we have designed the training program, this overall training program, in such a way that maximum emphasis can be done on the practical side. Practical side means we'll be conducting workshops, right? Workshop means training workshop where we'll be completing end-to-end implementation. Correct. So what we mean by end-to-end implementation? So all the modules which are listed as a part of this program, we will be doing the training program where on daily basis workshops will be conducted, different topics will be discussed, and live classes will be given to you where each and every implementation, each and every area will be covering as a part of this training. Each and every area, what I mean to say, all the so we have designed a curriculum where across different modules identify the topics, and based on that we'll be doing an end-to-end implementation. implementation. End-to-end implementation means all the core modules, all the structure related part, reporting related part is something we'll cover as a part of this program. Correct. So what we have in order to do that, so we have a Oracle training instances, training application, and then we have one dedicated application. So we also managed to have a dedicated application which we can use for the purpose of this training program. Correct. And is it like only the trainer who will be doing the training, or means the implementation, or some of the consultants or the team members will also be getting access? So the answer is yes. As a part of this training program, we'll also be giving you the access, so that whatever we discuss in class, during the class, whatever implementation we do, whatever the functionalities we configure. At the same time, we will also give you an equal opportunity where we'll be sharing you with the instance credentials so that you can also implement on your own. You can do the practice. Basically, it will enhance your skill. It will help you to understand the overall concept. Once you do it on your own, you'll be able to understand in a better way, right? So it will may make you more comfortable across the application. So that is something we have done as a part of this training program. Will be doing it. Correct, team? Okay. That's okay. Now, quickly, why to choose TrioTech? Some of these points I'm already discussed. Let's also discuss again here. So why to choose TrioTech as a part of this training program? So best certified industry experts will deliver the knowledge. So basically, we have a team of experts who will be delivering this training, right, across different areas will be covered, different modules will be covered, and more real-time specific scenarios will be driven lectures. So it's like more, as I mentioned, for the workshop will be real-time workshops where apart from discussing the theoretical topics, we'll also be doing the configuration in the system, right? Well, I'll be showing you how the configurations are done. At the same time, I'll be giving you the access. So all the team members who have enrolled for this course will given the access so that they can also do their implementation in the system, or they can repeat what has been discussed in the class. They can do the practice on their own. So that will make the training more effective, right? So that is something which will focus as a part of this training program. Then quality course material. Yes, so during the training program, some of the course material will be shared. So those course materials will be the latest ones in line with the industry, in line with the latest Oracle updates and all. So those will be shared. Then flexible timings. Yeah, flexible timing means as of now that the timing of this batch will be 7 to 8, considering the suggested time from all the consultants. So I think this was one of the best suited time, because some of the consultants, they are also working, and so there's the time which is suggested. But yeah, apart from that, you can also check over the other suggested timings. So normally it will be the morning or evening, correct? So for this badge, it is morning. Now, 24/7 full support to assist you in any issues. Yes. So in this case, what real-time assistance means, so basically from the trainer side, assistance will be there. So in case you are facing any issues, you can directly reach out to the trainer, and trainer will be able to assist you in any kind of issues that you're facing while doing the practice, as well as our admin team will also be available. So in case you need any assistance from the admin team, they'll also be available to assist you. Latest server access for the practice, as I mentioned, we have a dedicated application that we can use. Along with that, we have Oracle demo application that can also be used for the purpose of this training, right? So one good thing that I would like to highlight here, team, as I mentioned, dedicated application. So even if you subscribe training course directly from the Oracle University, they'll also be providing only the Oracle demo applications, okay, right? They'll not be able to provide dedicated instance for using doing the practice. But yeah, as a part of the training, we are still able to manage that. So yeah, we can use that. So no problem. Till the time it is available, we can use that, right? Then access of the session videos. Now this very important, very good thing. So all our sessions will be recorded, right? And will be recorded, and it will be uploaded on our portal, correct? And all the students who have enrolled will be given access of the portal. So it's a lifetime access of the portal. So anytime they want to refer any of the lectures or any of the videos, they can always refer that. Based on that, they can do their practice, right? Now, one more important aspect is the placement assistance. That's a very good thing that we have. So what we do, we have direct links with the uh, different organizations who actually require consultant or trained consultant. So what happens like or almost on a monthly basis or on a day, as of go basis, what happens? They reach out to us stating the requirement that they need finance trained consultants. So what we do, we refer our consultants who are trained from our side, and that's how we make that placements are done on a timely basis. So placements assistance is something that we do as a part of this training program only. Then resume preparations, so we also help you out. So in case you need any assistance on preparing your resumes, so that's where we help you out. And then we have interview questions and exams. So especially for the freshers, where they need some assistance on the interview questions, like how to face interview or how to prepare the resume. So those kind of assistants are very well given from our side as a part of this training program. And mock interview. So yeah, in case mock interviews are required to be done, then that is also something we can schedule. So that basically the idea is, if you see what is the idea here or what is the objective here. So the objective here is to help you secure a job in this uh, sector, right? So in this sector means in Oracle Fusion Financials to secure a job. So whatever the best thing that we can do, we'll do as a part of this training program. We have included those as a part of our bucket list, so that at the end of the training program, once the training program is done, at the minimum time frame, you should be able to secure a job, right? So basically, students, what happen, they face problems in how to first is application, right? They don't know about the application, so that is where we train you. Correct. Then once the training is done, what is the roadmap of it? So that is where we give you the more roadmap, how, what all activities are to be done, or how to apply for a job, or we'll give you the placement assistant. And the next thing that comes in, okay, we don't know how to prepare the resume as per the IT standards, right? IT industry standards. So that's where we can give you the suggestions, and we can help you out with the preparation of the resumes, as well as also preparation of the interviews, how to face the interviews, so that you know you can easily secure a job. Now, if we talk about the job, like, is it like how like very restricted opportunities are available or huge opportunities are available? Now, just I'll give you a glance. Like nowadays, what happens, like all the businesses are running, so all fine, right? There, so global business practices are being followed, and majority or almost all the business in the market, they use some kind of software, right? And ERP is one of the category where business are more leaning nowadays, because of the nature of the product, where all the business related process can be maintained in one single application. So they are using the ERP. They are more leaning to the ERP products, and that too on the cloud platform, because now internet is something which is easily available, right? So, and it is more cost effective thing also, the cloud application, right? So they are more using on the trusting on the cloud applications. So, and once the cloud applications are there in the market, so someone has to be there to maintain the application, someone has to be there to support the application, and someone has to be there all the time to implement the application also, right? And it's not a one-time thing, right? One-time thing means latest changes are being done, more upgrades are being introduced. So in order to cater those requirements, uh, different individuals are required in the market, and that's where different job opportunities are available. So the opportunities, the scope is high, so you can make use of the maximum opportunities which are available in the market, right? So that's where we have designed the program in such a way that it will help you not only in the product aspect, but also at the placement aspect to secure a job, right? All right. So here, why to choose TrioTech? So yeah, these are some of the pointers that I've highlighted. And when we talk about the training plan, so basically it's 7 to 8 weeks training plan is there, and sometimes get stretched up to 9 or 10 weeks also, depending on how effective we are able to cover the course. So yeah, but if we talk about the overall program, so this is how we have divided the program, where in the first week of the training, we'll be covering the basics and the general ledger module. And then in the second and third week, we'll be covering the accounts payable, then followed by accounts receivable, cash management, fixed asset, and last is the system admin. Now, in between this training part, yes, will also be having sessions across, like how to face the interview, how to plan the interviews and all, or also the next thing is, like, we'll be discussing how the implementation thing works, what are the overall project phases, and all. So all those details which will be covered as part of this training program today. Yeah, so I've not specifically mentioned it here. Yeah, but yeah, this will be covered as in this training plan as a part of under this timelines only, right? So that is something we're going to cover. So some of the features we have already discussed in summary, but yeah, some of the details. So duration is like around 2.5 months, around 70 plus hours of training is something that we can expect here. Monday to Friday, 7 to 8 is the suggested timing. However, we also suggest uh, on Saturdays, on the weekends, if the team is available, we can also have additional session so that we can cover more and more in terms of the features. So that is something that I'll be asking the once the enrollment is completed, so that based upon the availability of the members, we can also plan additional session, right? Otherwise, the normal timings in Monday to Friday, 7 to 8 p.m. IST, right? Lifelong video assist will be there. So all the videos will be recorded, all the lectures will be recorded, will be uploaded in the portal, and whoever is having the access can always access the portal for any of the videos now also and in future also if you did want to uh, refer any of the lectures or any of the topics, right? Uh, okay. Yep, this is on the core features. On the right hand side, we have the placement assistance. So router assistants are their real-time project assignments, right? Real-time project assignment means where we give you the access of the projects so that you can implement on your own, and where in any case, in case of any queries, the trainer team will be available, or the admin team also will be available. Then resume preparation, interview questions and answers, right? Yep. So a quick view where are students placed in. So some of the examples here, some of the companies where we were able to help our students to get the job secured. So these are the companies: Deloitte, Accenture, USS, Limited, Tech Mahindra, TCM, TCS, Capgemini, PwC, and Apps Associates. So basically, these are the different implementation consulting companies, right? So who are actually implementing Oracle. So yes, these are some of the big organizations where our students were able to secure the job. But apart from that, yes, there are others, small size, mid sized companies which are there in the market and where our students have secured the job. And apart from that, as an end user also they were able to secure the job, right? So yeah, some of the references are here. Okay, so let's have a quick round of questions and answers. So I'll just stop here and here out if you have any queries about this course, so let me know. So let me just and our admin team has shared the link of the Google form to in order to enroll this training. So yeah, you can access the form link in the chat, and from there you can fill out the form.